there's been a lot of talk about Hillary Clinton's health,
Yeah.
whether or not she is having medical issues. And today at a 9/11 memorial service, that's all, folks.
Yeah.
At a 9/11 memorial service, she had in this video it says she's collapsing. I don't know if I'll call it that, but John, why don't you go ahead and watch the video, give a play-by-play, and we'll take it from there.
So we've got a black van pulled up, a conversion van, if you will, and Mrs. Clinton is standing, leaning against a pole.
And there's a woman there. It looks like she's got her arm hooked under her.
It does. It's difficult to
Under her
see.
arm.
That's an assumption, but she's definitely standing very close to Mrs. Clinton, and of course she's got a normal security detail. And if I'm not mistaken, the gentleman opening the door, isn't he the controversial gentleman who's always with her?
He's been found to be a Secret Service agent.
Okay, but there was the mysterious pen device that appeared to be some sort of injector.
I believe it is a flashlight.
Okay,
Yeah.
so but anyhow, this gentleman is in fact in this frame as well.
Yes, opening the door and the other door.
So they open both doors to the conversion van. She looks a little shaky. She steps away from the pole that she was leaning on, and it's almost like her legs are giving out from under her. And then she continues on. Now she's got 3 people holding on to her, 2 large Secret Service agents under each arm, and then the lady behind her sort of guiding her hips ever so gently.
Yes.
And whoops, even with all that help, she still managed to trip over the curb and sort of make a graceful entrance face first into the van.
Yeah.
From first glance, it looks there's one of 2 ways I feel like this looks. It either could be sort of like a dehydration, like weakness type of thing. Like if maybe it was hot out, maybe like if you've ever had heat exhaustion or some sort of, you get weak, you get nauseous, whatever. But the way she was kind of moving her head, her legs, it almost felt more nervous, like nervous system type of thing.
Yeah.
Like she just couldn't control it.
Or maybe she was lightheaded in a way that's not, I don't know.
But let me click back here and just play the full video one more time. That
Everybody kind of gathers around knowing that there's cameras and we don't want this shown because again, there's been a lot of talk about her health lately, and any little sign like this is not a good image you want out there.
Well, and the thing that bothers me about it is I know, because... So in order for them to do that, in order for them to all surround and create the screen, it means that they've almost like discussed it before. Right. That if something like this happens, we've got to like cover it all up. We got to make it all, try to block as much as you can. Like it's something. It's also standard protocol to protect her, but usually that's if there's like some sort of physical violence or physical.
Now, I don't want to get into whether or not one way to think about this or another. Here's what I want to do, John. I want to role play for a moment, and I want to say, let's say that you were on the Hillary Clinton campaign team.
Yes.
And this video has come out, and it is your job. We are in a meeting now to discuss the video and put a spin on the video that is going to not only make it look like what you're seeing isn't as bad as it looks.
Yeah.
But also make sure that nobody has any ground to use this to further strengthen the rumor that her health is bad. For example, I had a suggestion myself, which was to say that Mrs. Clinton had a very heavy leg day.
Yes.
On Friday.
Yes.
And she's currently suffering with a serious case of delayed onset muscle soreness.
Yeah.
So, her legs just quivering. And because she did a lot of leg presses and squats and lunges.
Yeah, that is definitely a possibility. I suppose we could throw out that maybe Bill Clinton finally did have sex with that woman.
That would be a good one. Yeah,
and she just got a little weak in the knees, Josh.
Exactly. Well, with as much practice as he's had, he's probably fantastic at it.
I imagine he is.
That is not a bad way to go. I feel like this is such a radio bit, by the way. a friend of mine, Greg, here has a good one where he says, "Overcome with emotion."
Yeah, that was my initial answer. Was like maybe she was just so overwhelmed with the day, the stresses of all of it, and just how her American pride that just really brought her, almost wanted to bring her to her knees type of thing.
I like this one. She looked at her BlackBerry and got a glimpse of Hypnotoad.
What is that?
Hypnotoad's from Futurama, John.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it'd be good if you known that. Then I might have laughed a little bit, and then we move on.
Hypnotoad. Good one, Josh.
I like that one. Let's see. I food poisoning was one I might go with. I would also say that maybe she was out partying a little bit.
Yeah.
She felt really good last night. An old friend came into town. They had a few too many drinks, and it happens
She
every
was a
now
little
and then.
tipsy.
Yeah, she's a little tipsy.
Well, I was going to say maybe she was working on her crip walk to sort of help to help with the
Ted Bison has a good one. Cha cha one time, y'all.
So she's doing the cha-cha slide. Okay,
Yeah.
I got it. Very good. But I believe the winner of this contest.
On my Facebook here. I'm not gonna read out who it was because I don't know. This guy tends to be a little private sometimes. But I will say that he basically all you say is she made it to the van. What difference at this point does it make?
Exactly. I wish I need music, Josh. I need some like, winter music.
So I'm gonna go with that one. But it's one of those things that if it were a relative of mine
Yes.
and I saw that,
Yes.
I would be concerned.
I would be very concerned.
And I don't know what this means. If it is a sign that there's ill health, I kind of hope it's not.
Yeah. I do want to just comment on how presidential that conversion van looks, Josh. So maybe if she
It's a
wins,
nice van.
if she wins the presidency, maybe they'll do away with what is it called, the Beast, the Cadillac,
The
big-
SUV.
well, it's like a big souped up Cadillac that's like bulletproof and all that stuff. It's got like, I don't know, missiles and stuff on it. And they'll switch over to a conversion van.
Yeah.
Nice pantsuits and conversion vans is what the future of America holds, I guess.
Right.
Amazing. I love it. It's
Yeah.
gonna be great.
Not to make too light of the situation, I hope she's all right.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm looking forward to a spirited contest all the way up until because
I really just given where we are right now, the debates are going to be amazing.
yeah.
Just because the sheer entertainment value.
Yeah. Because for me, my guy is gone. He's no longer in the race. So for me, it's just purely sport.
Tim Kaine's still in the race.
All right then. So it's all just sort of entertainment at this point.
Yeah, pretty much
for me-
purely
for me.
entertainment.
So, and I'm hoping to get the most entertainment out of it. But I do believe that they call it a hot tag in pro wrestling, where the person in the ring is to the point where they can barely move and they're struggling to get to the corner, and the person, and their tag team partners out there and they're leaning way in and they're trying to hype them up. I think Bernie Sanders is that guy. He's got the tag rope in his hand. He's got, tag me! Just tag me in! We can do this!
I was actually wondering. I was sitting in the closet earlier, Josh, with my tinfoil hat on.
Oh, okay.
And I was thinking with the suits that she wears, she's always wearing these sort of like Steven Seagal,
Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil suits.
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe they're very hot.
What if she had some sort of bracing system going on underneath there?
All kinds of apparatuses in there.
Well, I was just thinking like some sort of like
if you get an X-ray of it, it would look like some kind of crazy space. Maybe it's not even a body in
It
there.
was like, what was that movie with Will Smith and I can't remember the other guy, Wild Wild West, where they had like the guys with all the mechanical stuff and.
Who knows?
But I was just thinking, if you've ever seen like for the modern day super soldier or whatever, they had these like leg brace things that went down the back of the legs to help support some of the weight, almost like a way to sit on or something like that. So I'm just wondering, maybe the pantsuit will help hide something like that. So she's sort of propped up. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. And again, the entertainment value of this election has been amazing. So I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
It's going to be fun. I hope Miss Clinton is not.
Hope she's not out yet.
Yeah, hope she's not out. Hope she's not.
Because I don't know what happened. It's one of those things where you go, what happens if? We might find out.
Kind of want to see this thing through, and just that, just the sheer fact that she's a human being, and I don't want to see anything.
Yeah.